The family of Shanquella Robinson says their fight for justice continues. They are calling for a march on Washington, D.C. on May 19th. This comes after federal authorities announced they would not seek charges in Robinson's death, saying their investigation didn't find evidence to support a federal prosecution. You remember Robinson died in October while she was vacationing with a group of people in Mexico. Mexican authorities say their autopsy found she died from a severe spinal cord injury, but a report from the Mecklenburg County Medical Examiner's Office disputes that, saying its investigation did not find that. Mexican authorities have a warrant, they say, for a suspect. The family is now asking the U.S. to step aside to let Mexico pursue its criminal charges. Now, we also heard the Robinson family attorneys float the possibility of filing a civil suit. We asked local attorney Gary Monty to weigh in on how that might play into their search for justice. Monty says it could be easier to prove their case in a civil court.
In criminal court, the burden of proof is the highest in the law, beyond a reasonable doubt. That means if there is really any doubt in your mind about whether something wrong happened or not, you're supposed to rule or judge or conclude in favor of the criminal defendant. It's different on the civil side. On the civil side, it's preponderance of the evidence, which means more likely than not. And if you think about it in terms of the scales of justice, if you think about Lady Justice, and if the scales of justice tip ever so slightly in favor of liability there, then if you are on a civil jury, you are supposed to rule in favor of the plaintiff.
Now, Monty says depending on Robinson's situation, the family could potentially ask for compensation like lost income, but also loss of companionship.